Hi, I'm Vanessa from SpeakEnglishWithVanessa.com.
And I'm Dan.
And today we're going to talk about the word experience deeply. Are you ready to get started?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Today you're going to learn 3 ways to use the word experience. If you enjoyed this video with Dan talking about vocabulary, we have a 1-hour-long vocabulary lesson every month in the Fearless Fluency Club, so make sure that you check out the link fearlessfluencyclub.com in the description. The first way to use the word experience, well, I don't want to tell you how to use it. I'm going to ask Dan a question, and we're going to see how he uses it.
All right.
So, my first question is, what is something in your life that you want to experience, but you haven't experienced yet?
Something I'd like to experience.
Yeah.
Well, someday I'd really like to experience eating sushi in Japan.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah, I think that would be a really awesome thing to experience. Because when you eat sushi in America, it's always frozen. Sometimes it's pretty good, but I just imagine that eating sushi in Japan would be much more authentic and delicious.
That would be a great experience.
A wonderful experience.
Yes. So in this example, Dan used the word experience as a verb. He said, I want to experience eating sushi. So he used eating afterwards, and actually eating, it looks like a verb, but it's actually a verb changed into a noun. So we need to have a noun after experience. I want to experience eating sushi. I want to experience the movie. And that means you just want to enjoy the movie, see what it's like. I want to experience something, some noun directly afterwards. I think it's probably most common to use a verb changed into a noun with ing. I want to experience driving a Ferrari.
Yeah.
I want to experience
Watching a movie.
watching that movie.
Hiking in Yosemite National Park.
That would be amazing. Yes. So here is the first way, using it as a verb. Now, for the second way, we're going to use it a little differently. So recently, Dan joined a roller hockey team, and I want to know, what's it like for you? How's it been?
Well, it's been a really good experience so far. Yeah, I've got to join with teammates and have the experience of playing together and getting a lot of exercise. At first, I was really tired. So it was a very tiring experience for the first game. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, will I be able to play a whole game? But after 3 or 4 games, now I can skate the whole time. So yeah, overall, I've had a very great experience.
And Dan is using this as a verb phrase, but experience by itself is a noun, an experience. But the whole phrase is have an experience. So Dan had a good experience. He had a tiring experience.
Yeah.
He had a bad experience.
Yeah, and that just means the general feeling of the activity.
Yeah. So for you, it's been pretty positive, and maybe you've gotten healthier, more fit, and you're having a good time meeting cool people. That sounds like a great experience to me. Let's talk about the third way. The final way to use the word experience is going to take it to the next level. And in this way, we're going to be talking about how to use it sarcastically. Sarcastically, sarcasm, sarcastic, this word is a way to show something that you're trying to tell someone without changing your words. So it's your tone of voice. Your voice is changing, and it means that the thing you're saying is not really what you're saying.
Yeah.
You actually mean usually the opposite. So if you're eating a piece of cake and someone says, "How is it?" You could say, "It's great." And you can tell by my face, my tone of voice.
Very good.
It means it's not good. It means it's awful. So this is a little exaggeration, but in general, that's what sarcasm is. You're saying one thing, but you mean the opposite. So we can use the word experience to be sarcastic, and it's pretty common.
Could be.
So I want to know for you, tell me about your high school. What was your high school like, Dan?
Oh, yeah. High school. High school was quite the experience. Yeah, some might even say a good experience.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, why was it such an experience?
Well, actually, in reality, it was a very small school and it didn't have the best teachers. Let's put it that way. But, if I wanted to be sarcastic to somebody, I could just say, oh, yeah, high school. It was quite an experience.
And the other people who he's talking to can understand that he means it wasn't that great. So you can use this with your tone of voice, quite an experience. I think especially this full expression, quite an experience. It was quite an experience. It's kind of a little more like a wave experience. You can use your face as well to show it's not exactly what you mean. You're trying to say the opposite. Oh, it's quite an experience. Yeah. So for me, I could also say, for another example, that on my birthday, our car broke down. And that means our car stopped working. We couldn't go anywhere. And we had to stay exactly where we were. So someone could ask me, oh, how was your birthday? And I could say, well, it was quite an experience. And that kind of means it was an adventure. It wasn't what I planned. Maybe it wasn't perfect, but it was something that I learned from and I had an experience, but it's sarcastic. Now it's your turn to use the word experience.
Yes, let us know in the comments. What is something you want to experience before you die?
Let's read each other's answers and maybe get some cool ideas.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for learning with us in this vocabulary video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to check out the 1-hour vocabulary video that Dan and I do together every month for the Fearless Fluency Club. And we'll see you again the next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Would you like to expand your vocabulary with Dan and I and express yourself more fully? The next step is to join the Fearless Fluency Club and become my student today. Click the picture to download a free sample lesson set. Thanks so much and keep up the good work with English.